Now let's make your Utah Jazz. Shooting guard at 6'3", number 2, Collin Sexton. At the other guard position, 6'4", number 3, Keyonte George. The man in the middle, at 7, number 24, Walker Kessler. Starting at small forward, at 7, wearing number 23, Lauri Markkanen. At the other forward position, at 6'9", number 20, John Collins.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our special guest at the broadcast table for this one, the celebrated Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Kevin, thanks so much. Always fun to hang out with you and all your crew and talk basketball.
All right, I've told Doris and Greg and David, just buckle up because we are going to be on a great ride with you. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Miami Heat.
And you know for that matchup with Atlanta, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Peyton Watson is out there with Jokic, and it's Murray in at the point. And for Utah, the pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. And it's George in at the point guard. And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Outside, Markkanen. Back to George. To the middle, here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
John Collins has tremendous vertical showing off right there.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Hey, Shams, the Denver Nuggets, of course, the winners back in 2023 of the NBA title, couldn't go back-to-back last year. Is their window, in your opinion, still as open as it seemed to be?
100%. Let's remember, Nikola Jokic is still in his 20s. They still have Jamal Murray. And as long as that three-time MVP is healthy, the Nuggets front office has one thing on their minds, and it's a championship. And their biggest problem is that the rest of the West has gotten much better over the years. But if this team is healthy, as long as they keep building the right way around their two best players in Murray and Jokic, they can continue to compete for championships.
And I love what you say about the West. Top to bottom, so strong, so deep, so competitive. And here is Murray following Collin Sexton's three. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Jokic. Banked in off the glass. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. You know, knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. Watson finds Porter. There's the triple. Doesn't go for him.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
George against Westbrook. Collins a screen on Westbrook. Clarkson on the wing. Pass to Collins. 5 on the clock. And it's Denver with the rebound. Last time they met was in Utah where they beat the Jazz.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance. Ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight? Just tremendous recognition from Collins there. Sees an opportunity to be a target at the rim, and his teammate puts it on time.
Now here's Watson. Nothing on the board. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. George against Westbrook. Puts up a deep three. The Nuggets with another miss. George looking around. He gets it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. Utah out in front, leading by 5. From Delta Center, back in a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year, we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
Sexton is the point. Clarkson is in it too. Drew Eubanks out there with Filipowski. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a 3rd hidden in your back. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours. But this is what we sign up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. Utah with the ball after Westbrook's missed three. There's a good screen. Sexton for three. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray. The Nuggets trail by 5. Double team on Westbrook. Outside Gordon.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Sent away. Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. The Nuggets third.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Eubanks. John Collins comes in for Filipowski. Markkanen, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Keontae George in for Sexton. Now, here's George. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Gordon. On the wing, Porter. On the wing, Porter. Jokic high post. Over Kessler. And that one goes long. Shams, I am so sorry our time has run out. It has been great having you here with us. We appreciate your time so much, and I hope we do it again soon.
Thanks, Kevin. Anytime. You know when I'm not on my phone, I'm here to talk to you and talk hoops with you any time of the day.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much again. Hey, DB, wasn't that terrific talking to Shams? He is as plugged into everything around the NBA as anyone you could hope to meet.
A guy who's really in the know, and as somebody who prides themselves on doing research, boy, you have got to respect the legwork and the dedication he brings to the table.
Here's Collins. Following the basket by Russell Westbrook. George, that's a two-pointer. Off the left rim and out.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And it's all said and done. Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
He misses the free throw.
There is some Blake Griffin, a younger Blake Griffin in Aaron Gordon, right? The explosive, ferocious forward takes pleasure in hammering it down.
Sexton, he's checked in for the Jazz. And a switcher also for Denver. Murray's checked in. He hits the second from the line. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside, Sexton. Kessler passes to Collins. Markkanen a screen on Murray. The three from George. Sinks the triple. George has got the lead up to 5 now for the Jazz.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Bruising basketball from Jokic.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Jazz lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace, and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
In that game against the Hawks, coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the last shot.
Jetstradamus. We're going to have to keep a tally of the predictions by you two. And fellas, you take a look at the Nuggets. A close game so far through the first half.
I hate what they're doing on defense. Giving up too many gimmies, it makes me mad just watching it.
And I've seen you on the golf course and the hardwood, Shaq. Gimmies are the only shots you make.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Second half is underway. Here's who Michael Malone's got on the floor. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. Peyton Watson is out there with Michael Porter, and it's Jokic in at the center position.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
The first one falls. Doris, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a very competitive Western Conference?
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those 2 players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience.
And what I like about Murray is how he just goes extra. He doesn't hold back on either end and uses his motor to wear you down.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a cliche, but the Nuggets certainly have strong values. Coach Michael Malone says open and honest conversation. That's the best way to have a real team. We talk about family a lot in the locker room. Families don't always get along, but they have to communicate. All the guys that are willing to speak up, that's invaluable. Kevin?
You can't put a price on it, David. Thank you. Here's Sexton. Following the basket by Jokic. To the paint. And stolen by Murray. Here's Porter. And it's sent back by Kessler.
This guy is a constant threat on the defensive end. Send it back, Walker.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Murray. Utah has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. George against Murray. Collins a screen on Murray. And here's George for 3. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Porter. At the elbow, Murray. For the lead. Utah with the rebound. Outside, Sexton. Now Markkanen over Porter. Outside for Sexton. Kessler setting the pick for Sexton. And the 3 off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Inside. The power of Jokic.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Attention fans, on the court now.
Russell Westbrook's checking for Christian Brown. And how about now a quick check of the league's assist leaders. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Jokic is third.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
Here's Eubanks. Scoreless thus far. The Jazz working the ball around now. One-on-one here. Here's Porter. Off with the layup. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Westbrook against Clarkson. Over Westbrook. They get a hand on it. Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Porter finds Jokic. Jokic doing the job inside.
Oh, the Joker taking over. He's had his way offensively, making it look easy.
Clarkson on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. He gets that one. Clarkson's got his second basket of the night.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's Westbrook, and it's blocked.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Pass to Eubanks. Clarkson outside. Fires from deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Denver on top, up 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Mills. Then there's Filipowski. Then there's Drew Eubanks. And it sends the ball in at the 3 spot. It's the group right now for Utah.
That's a crafty play by Jordan Clarkson right there. And at his size, you better be creative.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Williams, he's checked in for Eubanks. And it's Collier in for Patty Mills. 5 to shoot. The kick out to Westbrook. And the 3 ball is good.
Confidence, even from range, has never been a Russell Westbrook problem. This guy is relentless in pursuit of points.
Clarkson outside. From downtown. Rebound by the Nuggets. Right side, Porter. Pass to Gordon. Rebounded by Clarkson. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And he banks in the layup. Clarkson's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
You know what time it is, Jazz fans. Let's get loud right now for you.
So Utah ends up going with the new crew. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic, he's checked in for Saric. Peyton Watson comes in for Aaron Gordon. And Murray subbed in for Russell Westbrook. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Was able to listen in on what Michael Malone went over with his team. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Markkanen, and he drops it in from the low post. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Well, Markkanen accepting more and more responsibility over time. Some leadership right there.
Out left of the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Nuggets, Nikola Jokic. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though.
And if you were to assemble a first-team all-second rounders, Jokic would be a shoo-in.
He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 1. The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Markkanen looking it over. Pass to George. Collins a screen on Murray. Down low. And finish off by Collins.
With confidence, step up in a big moment. We see you, John Collins.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Jokic draws the double. 17-foot shot on the way. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got his first bucket of the night. George against Murray. Now here is George. Tight defense on him. Markkanen kicks to Collins. That's a 2 from Sexton. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Denver shooting in this game 45%. At the elbow, Jokic. A rebound by the Jazz. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Now, here is George. Count it!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. For 3, Murray. That shot, no good.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
At the line for 2, George.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
Pass to Watson. The tray. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Colin Sexton, 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
Watson for 3. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1. And Will Hardy is called timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
15 foul. At the line for Utah.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make it a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.